What if the future of communication isn't faster speech, better translation, or smarter phones, but no language at all? Imagine a world where you don't explain what you feel, you simply transmit it. No typing, no speaking, no misunderstanding, just pure thought moving directly from one mind to another. It sounds like science fiction, but the technology pushing us toward that possibility already exists. And it begins with brain-computer interfaces, like those being developed by Elon Musk's company Neuralink. We may be approaching one of the quietest revolutions in human history, the moment when the biological tongue slowly becomes unnecessary. For most of human civilization, communication has depended on language. Spoken words, written symbols, gestures, and digital text all serve the same purpose, converting thoughts into signals another brain can interpret. But language has always been an imperfect system. It compresses complex experiences into simplified symbols. Think about the process for a moment. When you feel something, joy, grief, love, anger, the experience exists as a complex pattern of neural activity inside your brain. But when you try to express that experience, you must squeeze it into words. A feeling becomes a sentence. A sentence becomes sound waves. Another person then hears those sounds and tries to reconstruct the original meaning inside their own mind. In a sense, language is a compression algorithm. And like all compression systems, it loses information. The result is something everyone has experienced: misunderstanding. You try to explain what you mean, yet the other person hears something slightly different. The deeper the emotion or idea, the harder it becomes to translate it accurately. The saddest man in this system is the one who feels constantly misunderstood. He is trapped inside what we might call the linguistic prison, where words never quite capture the full depth of thought. Brain-computer interfaces promise a radically different possibility. Instead of translating thoughts into language, a neural interface could allow information to move directly between brains and machines. Signals could bypass speech entirely. A thought could be encoded as neural data and transmitted digitally. The result would look less like conversation and more like conceptual sharing. Instead of saying, "I'm sad," you might transmit the emotional pattern associated with sadness itself. Instead of describing an image, you could share the mental representation directly. Instead of explaining a complicated idea step by step, the entire concept could arrive instantly. Communication would move from symbolic language to something closer to conceptual telepathy. For scientists and engineers, the potential advantages are enormous. A high-bandwidth neural communication system could accelerate collaboration in ways that are hard to imagine. Complex research ideas could be shared instantly between teams. Engineers could transfer designs directly from mind to machine. Doctors could visualize medical insights without lengthy explanation. Empathy might also deepen dramatically. If emotions could be shared more directly, people might understand each other with unprecedented clarity. But every technological leap carries a shadow. The same system that allows thoughts to be shared could also challenge one of the most sacred boundaries humans possess: the privacy of the mind. Throughout history, even in the most oppressive societies, individuals have retained one final refuge: the inner world of their own thoughts. No government, institution, or technology could truly access it. A neural interface begins to blur that boundary. If thoughts can be transmitted, they might also be recorded, analyzed, or even manipulated. The concept of cognitive security becomes as important as physical security. The possibility of cognitive hacking, unauthorized access to neural data, moves from fiction into a real ethical concern. Another question emerges just as quickly. What happens to individuality when communication becomes seamless? Language does more than transmit information. It also creates boundaries. When we speak, we organize our ideas into structured narratives. Those narratives help define our sense of self. Without language acting as a filter, those boundaries might soften. Some futurists imagine a world where neural networks connect individuals so efficiently the human society begins to resemble a kind of collective intelligence. Not a literal hive mind, perhaps, but a system where thoughts move fluidly between people. In that world, the distinction between my idea and your idea might become harder to define. This shift could also create a new kind of social divide. Those with neural interfaces might operate with dramatically enhanced communication speed and cognitive collaboration. Those without them, the unplugged, could struggle to keep up in a world built around neural networking. The debate surrounding brain-computer interfaces is therefore not just technological. It is philosophical. Are we enhancing human capability or transforming the very definition of what it means to be human? For centuries, the cave of human limitation has been defined by distance, misunderstanding, and slow communication. Brain-computer interfaces promise a kind of direct light, a system where thoughts move instantly across digital networks. But stepping into that light may also change the structure of the cave itself. The future of communication may not revolve around speaking more clearly, writing faster, or translating languages more efficiently. It may involve moving beyond language entirely. The question is whether humanity is ready for a world where communication happens silently, mind to machine, mind to mind, and where the deepest parts of human thought are no longer entirely private. The sun of this new technological age may not be something we look at from a distance. It may be something we plug directly into. If this exploration of brain-computer interfaces, Neuralink, and the future of human communication made you think differently about technology and the post-human future, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more episodes exploring the philosophy, science, and ethics shaping tomorrow's world.